guys, it's Shade from Polygon Motion and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we will create an stroke animation that looks like cell and traditional animation. This kind of effect used widely among different motion graphic artists, and achieving this type of looks are not so complex. Okay, let's take a look what we're gonna create in this tutorial. At the first, let's create a new solid. Control Y and put this simple stroke maybe. And our solid is created. Now let's create a shape or a stroke in here. A mask for this. And I want to create a crazy mask in here. I don't know what is that. And a spiral shape maybe. Yeah, like this, and it's good. Now let's tweak these a little bit to make them cooler and adjustable, like this. They are starting from this point, and like this, it will be amazing animation. Okay. Actually, in fact, creating this type of animation are not so complex at all. Because they're creating frame by frame. It's important that you have to just create them frame by frame. You have to analyze them, and they're very sharp. They're not so slow. They're very fast. They just represent an overall shape. For example, if you ever seen the explosion, elemental explosion that I'm going to teach you in the next lesson, how to create that kind of cell explosion in After Effects. They're not so high details. They're just representing the overall shape of the explosion, for example, and they're not so detailed. You don't have to just consider all the parameters to get a realistic result. They're not like that. So our shape is created. Now let's select all of them and transform it maybe, and rotate them a little bit like this, and maybe now we have a good looking spiral. So let's apply 3D stroke to generate a stroke along this mask. So yeah, there is the 3D stroke. Now let's off the mask and give them a little bit thickness, and what I'm going to do is animate this offset like this. We want our stroke to start from this point, and then like this will goes off. Or I can just animate the start and ends also to have more control over the start and ending point. Let's animate end and start point of this. So I'm starting with end. Let's make this 0 and go to maybe just turn my comp to 2 second end and turn comp. Go to 1 frame 1 second and then animate this like that. Press U on keyboard to toggle down the keyframes, and let's make them easy ease and give them a little bit of space from in start. And now let's play this. They're not so cool because the animation is look very choppy and they're not so smooth and doesn't have any impression. Okay, and now in here I just want to animate the start to disappear this stroke from this point. And now when I animate this, it's going to disappear. And now press U on the keyboard to toggle down the keyframes, easy ease, and select them like this. Now they're cool, not bad, but the actual thing is that sorry, we need to tweak a little bit of our mask in here. I think that it doesn't look perfect in this area. Yeah, now it's good. Okay, and select your end and go to graph editor and make a little bit impressions maybe in this side. sorry, we have to like this, and now let's play this. It's good, not so bad, but need a little bit adjustment. Okay, and no, it's not good. Good, not too bad. So the other things that I want to do is go to taper and enable taper to create a different thickness to the start and end, and I can actually adjust the thickness of this start thickness and end thickness in here like this, and let's give them a little bit stroke. You see, a very nice looking, and maybe in shape a little bit. Yeah, that is cool. There's a lots of other parameters that if you didn't know about 3D stroke, if you don't know how to use 3D stroke with different features, I recommend you to check out my class on a Skillshare After Effects Toolbox Part 1. That on that class, I mentioned all of these plugins. I just explained all of the workflow of these Trapcode plugins, and here you see all of them about Forms, Color, Mia, and Star Glow, and these other stuff. I highly recommend to check out that class on a Skillshare also. So now the other things that I want to do is to create a displacement in here. You see that these strokes are very straightforward. In cell animation, in elemental animation, we don't have any straightforward elements or these other stuff. They are very choppy, they are very displaced, they are kind of look like a liquid animation and these other stuff. So the first thing that I want to do is there is an effect called raffinage. What raffinage does is to create a choppy and different displacement in the edge of your layer. So now you see that we have a little bit just a feel of cell animation in here, and with a little bit tweak we can just get that kind of look. So let's tweak down a little bit this, and maybe in a scale, and also edge sharpness. Yeah, it's good. Fractal influence and evolution maybe a little bit. Yeah, now you see these areas. It's kind of look like a liquid, and that makes the elemental animation and cell animation that looks very good and artistic. So the other effects that I want to apply is displacement map, turbaling display. Sorry, turbaling displays is just create a wavy displacement in the shape of this element. So let's adjust the amount of this, amount and size. Yeah, we just need a little bit, not too much, like this. We just need a little bit of displacement. Now you see that we have that feel. And the other thing is that create a two-tone color for this to look like those animation, because cell animations and elemental animations and traditional, we can also say, has a two-tone color. So for this, I'm just using a technique in here. Let's go to 3D stroke and create maybe this color or this, and duplicate this and put it in here, and go to fill, make it a little bit darker, so not too much, a little bit, and put it underneath of this. So let's apply a mesh warp also to just fit these edges in here. In these areas, don't want this, and also in these areas. Okay, hope you guys enjoy from this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe to Polygon Motion channel to get benefit of new motion graphic and visual effects tutorial. Okay, my name is Shahir, and we will see you next time.